This is the Bridge City Toolworks KM2 Kerfmaker. It's the jumbo version with a 4-inch capacity, comes in a jumbo box. The KM2 makes it easy to cut saddle joints and similar joints using a table saw. The KM2 solves a setup problem. If I want a 4-inch wide notch and I make the first cut as shown by the orange saw blade, I can't simply move the piece 4 inches to make the second cut. A 4-inch move puts the kerf on the wrong side of the line, making the slot too wide. The KM2 completely solves this problem and lets you move the board to put that second cut in exactly the right spot. There's a setup procedure that requires a piece of scrap wood. You cut about a 1-inch square nibble out of an edge of the scrap wood. Don't lose the little nibble that you cut. You've got to use that little nibble to calibrate the KM2. The instructions suggest using the wood grain to get a perfect alignment. It's subtle here, but it lines up. Loosen the orange wheel on the KM2, then place the gray portion on the little nibble and the orange portion on the main part of the scrap. Tighten the orange wheel and you're done with calibration. As long as you keep using the same saw blade, you don't have to recalibrate. The KM2 uses the actual workpiece to set the width of the cut. Loosen the gray knob, place the KM2 on the workpiece, then tighten the gray knob. If you snug the KM2, you'll get a snug joint. If you want a slightly looser joint, don't make the KM2 so snug. The KM2 includes a special stop block. It's got a little magnet on the end of it, that round thing. The KM2 itself has 2 magnets. You'll use those magnets when making the 2 cuts. Line up the stop block and the KM2 where you want to make the first cut, then clamp the stop block into place. One of the 2 magnets on the KM2 is engaged with the stop block. You can make the first cut, but don't move the stop block. And now, in slow motion, you flip over the KM2 so that it engages the other magnet with the stop block, and you've placed the board in exactly the right spot for the second cut. Once you make the second cut, you can pull the KM2 away from the stop block and then just slide the piece back and forth to make successive cuts to clear out the waste. The fit's quite accurate, and in my experience, the cuts are also consistent from board to board. On the sample I showed you, I used the table saw to clear out all the waste. Here I cleared a little bit of waste with the table saw and most of it with a bandsaw. That saves some chisel work on the cleanup. I've got 2 small complaints about the KM2. One, the instruction manual is tiny. Zoomed in, the pictures are plenty clear, but they're tiny and hard to see with the naked eye. Here's the end of a pencil to show you how small these pictures actually are. Complaint 2 is that the box it comes in is twice as big as it has to be. I don't have unlimited storage space, so I made a smaller box and cut down the foam insert to fit. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope to see you back here. Bye.